today. From the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Jameis Winston and the New Orleans Saints versus Russell Wilson and the Detroit Lions.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the New Orleans Saints. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting on a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Alvin Kamara, Charles, a guy from your alma mater there in Knoxville, and he has developed into a perennial Pro Bowler on the strength of big plays like we just saw there.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Swift. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He got 29 yards that time. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. shotgun. Wilson. And a throw right sideline is complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Throwing again here, Wilson. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
As far as tight ends go, if you get 3 or 4 touchdowns in a season, that's usually counted as a pretty good year.
And CD, he just hit double digits. That's 10 touchdowns for him now.
Yeah, and that's something you really have to applaud. That's elite-level production.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 7 catches, 86 yards.
And I get
a breakaway for Michael Thomas. 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's Wilson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Play action. Now Wilson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Wilson. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Here we go.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Detroit.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the gun, Wilson. Buying time to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
89.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Here comes Michael Thomas and the rest of the Saints offense. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Julian Okwara. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a man open down the middle of the field. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
For 84. It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 10.
Working out of the gun, Winston. This one into the hands of Burton. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And the Lions first down.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Again, Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Winston. Open target here, Darius Slayton. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll throw again. Winston. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 3rd down, Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. So we have... And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Saints 14.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
At the 28-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. He finds an opening past the 40. That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
Complete to Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get him the football in the passing game. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Play action. It's Wilson. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Michael Thomas now heading back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The 35-yard line.
Jameis now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a third down.
6 brings up 3rd and 3.
Again, it's Winston. He's got his tight end, Burton. Touchdown, New Orleans. Trey Burton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are back within a score. That's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Wilson on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Shotgun, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 46-yard line.
To throw again on second down, Wilson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First down, Detroit.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Wilson on first and 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rushing.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, Winston. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jameis to throw it. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
4th down, Winston. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. picked by Jeff Okudah, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. After the sack on first down, Wilson forced out to his left. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Wilson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Eluding the pressure right. And it's knocked away and incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing again. Wilson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Winston readies the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns, 2:24 to go. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And it's taken into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. 89 yards. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And this is picked up by the Saints. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Winston now after the fumble recovery. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
It's now second.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. He's at the 50. The 30.
You know what? Why don't you just start over?
10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Back to it after the pick six. Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Jameis again. And he lost the football. And the Lions have recovered. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races down the right side. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
Detroit. Daniel Carlson.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
28.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One last shot now for Winston. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Detroit, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.